My dad sold the family business to me without knowing it. When I told him at Thanksgiving, nobody was laughing anymore. Mom gasped. Kevin's face went through about 6 expressions. Diana actually clapped her hands. Dad continued. Your mother and I have decided to keep the money for our retirement and travel. You kids have had plenty of advantages. It's time you stood on your own. Kevin's face turned red. You're cutting us off? You said the company was my inheritance. I said it might be your inheritance if you proved yourself. You didn't. The company would have bankrupted us in 2 years with your leadership. Kevin slammed his fist on the table. This is insane. Who even bought it? Some corporate vulture who doesn't care about our family legacy? Dad nodded. Everest Holdings. Solid company with a good track record. They're paying cash and keeping most of the employees. I've met their people. Very professional. I set down my fork and smiled. Dad, quick question. Who exactly at Everest Holdings did you meet with? They're lawyers mostly, and some senior partners. But the CEO was very hands-off. Preferred to work through intermediaries. Smart guy from what I hear. Built the company from nothing in 5 years. Dad looked at me oddly. Why do you care? You've never shown any interest in the business. I am Everest Holdings, Dad. I'm the CEO. I built it. I bought your company. The room went silent. Kevin's mouth hung open. Diana dropped her wine glass. Dad stared at me like I'd grown a second head. That's impossible. Everest Holdings is worth hundreds of millions. You drive that old car. I drive that car because I like it. And I don't work at some office. I own the office. I own 12 offices. And now I own Grandpa's company. Dad's face went pale. You're lying. Call your broker. Ask him who signed the final paperwork yesterday. Ask him who wired $50 million this morning. Dad's hands shook as he pulled out his phone. He called right there at the table. I watched his face as he listened. He hung up without saying goodbye. Kevin spoke first. You bought our inheritance? Your inheritance was going to be a pile of debt. You ran it into the ground. I'm saving it. Dad finally spoke. Why didn't you tell us you were successful? Why didn't you ever ask? I've owned Everest Holdings for 5 years. Not once did any of you ask what I actually do. You assumed I was nobody because that's what you wanted me to be. I stood up from the table.